There's only two religions in the world: Bible-believing Christianity and Mystery Babylon. And Mystery Babylon, although it has different divisions in it, it's all basically the same. It is an anti-God, anti-Christ cult. And one of the divisions of the Mystery Babylon religion is something called Hollywood. And the people that are in this are not artists, they're occultists. They're not models, they're magicians and mages. These people are satanic in what they do. But the problem with the occult is that the occult never comes out and says, hey, we're the occult. Look at us. We're here to cast spells on you. They never do it that way. They always have a more tactful, more subtle approach. And that's why it can be hard to spot. But sometimes, they wipe the makeup off the monster, the curtain comes down, and you get to see what they really are doing, and you get a glimpse of it, and then they go right back to hiding behind the curtain. But folks, I'm telling you today, Hollywood is nothing more than a bunch of Luciferians practicing the occult in the open. They're all in on it. And that's not a conspiracy theory. I am not Alex Jones. This is a fact. These people are not artists. These people are not models. These people are magicians, they're occultists, they're Luciferians. And it's time that you wake up to it. Hey guys, your friend Spencer here. Many of you people sent this to me, and it quite frankly was probably the most boring interview I have ever seen in my life. Megan Fox is completely boring as a human being, and Arsenio Hall filling in for Jimmy Kimmel was the whole thing was terrible, but I powered through it for my viewers. And but she talked about ayahuasca, and ayahuasca is a hallucinogen that a certain group of people in Costa Rica do out in the jungle. And she goes through and explains this 3-day ritual that they go through, and she explains that when she got to where she was having these experiences on ayahuasca, she ended up in hell for all eternity. It's bizarre what she explains, and I want to give it to you real quick. Let her talk about it.
So we went to Costa Rica to do ayahuasca like in a proper setting, like with indigenous people, and we were in the middle of the jungle. And I was thinking, because the place we went, there's a lot of people like, I don't know if LeBron James has ever gone, but it's like a place where like they're like, these kinds of people go here to do ayahuasca. So I was thinking it was like glamping or something like that, still gonna be like some kind of 5-star experience. And you get there and you really are in the middle of the jungle, and you don't get to eat after like 1 p.m. You have to walk a very far distance to get your water. You can't shower because they're in a drought, so you can't use the water, obviously. Like, you need to respect the rainforest. Nothing glamorous about it. It's all a part of sort of making you vulnerable so that you surrender to the experience. And the entire thing starts with something called vomitivo. I hope I'm allowed to divulge this, that it's okay that I share, but I'm encouraging it. So you go, and we were with 20 other strangers, and you all line up at like the edge of the rainforest over this weird fence, and you go 3 by 3, and you drink lemongrass tea until you, like, by not your own volition, just vomit everything out of your body. So you
have to vomit. There's no way around that part.
You can't get out of it, and you have to vomit a certain amount before they let you get back with everybody. So you're like cheering on everyone as they like throw up. And as like what we do, obviously, we were like, I don't know, am I ready to just like throw up in front of all of these people? But it's such a good bonding experience. And I know it sounds crazy, but that gets you ready to then go into the ceremony that night, because you're like, my vanity is gone. I've just done this in front of all of these strangers, and like now I'm ready to like really open up. So we did it for 3 nights. It was incredibly intense. Everybody's journey is different. The second night, I went to hell for eternity. Yeah, and just knowing eternity is like torture in itself, because there was no beginning, middle, or end. So you have like a real ego death.
Wait, now, how do you arrive and understand that that's what the moment is? Is there a sign, next exit hell?
I mean, it's your own psychological hell, basically, is the point of the medicine, right? This is a medicine that it surpasses like anything you could do with talk therapy or like hypnotherapy or any of those things. It just goes straight into your soul, and it takes you to the psychological prison that you hold yourself in. So it's your own version of hell, and I was definitely there.
So you see there in that terrible interview that Megan Fox lets out all the things that she's talking about with ayahuasca and the things that they did where they vomited for 3 days and drank the lemon tea. And then they basically, what happens is there's this brew called ayahuasca that you take after you've gone through all this real hard on your body experiences. You get dehydrated, you throw up, and then they take this for 3 days. There have been many celebrities who have taken this drug, and they say it's one of the most powerful hallucinogens on the planet. And many of them go into what they call as another dimension. Mad Cow Moeller, he reported that he went with a group of people, and when the entire group did ayahuasca together, they all were basically hallucinating and tripping, and they all saw the same thing. They saw gnomes come out of the forest, and when everybody came out of it, they all reported they saw the same thing. Guys, this is the occult. This is going into an astral plane. This is astral projecting. This is many derivatives of the same thing. These people are practicing the occult. Now, there's a lot of history with this. This is not new. The Nazis actually claim that they did this, and that's how that they got their technology so advanced in the World War II era, because they were getting information from another dimension from these spirit guides. Now, Elena Blavatsky talked about the Maitreya that's coming. He will be able to come through this medium here, and we dealt with all that in Third Adam. Guys, this is scary stuff that these people are doing. And many celebrities today are in this whole ayahuasca hallucinogen culture. And here's an article here talking about people that have done ayahuasca. They're famous celebrities: Paul Simon, Chelsea Handler. You've got Jim Carrey in there, Tori Amos in there, and Lindsay Lohan, several others. Sting has done it. A lot of these real musical type people. Here's another list of Alex Gray, Tori Amos, several others here: Ben Lee, Joe Rogan, Chris Robinson, Paul Simon again, Sting, and several others. Okay, so this is not something that is just a select group of people have done. Almost everybody in the Hollywood world has done this. This is demonic, and this is so bad. But it's time you wake up to these people, what they're doing. This is real. Now, when I was a little boy, sorcery was something that was done in Disney movies, and it wasn't real. Nobody took it seriously. It was a joke. But this is real. Sorcery and witchcraft and the occult is real. People are actually doing this. It's not a joke. It's happening. The Bible even speaks of this. In the book of Revelation, you see here that the word sorceries is found twice. Another time it's the word sorcery or sorcerers. Revelation 9, verse 21 says, "Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts." So you find there that all those things basically are connected, you see. And then Revelation 18:23, "And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee." That's talking about Mystery Babylon. "And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived." And I want to show you Revelation 21:8. It talks about people going to hell. It says, "But the fearful and unbelieving and all abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death." I want to tell you this is real. I think in the end days we're going to see an uptick in demonic activity. But oftentimes, demonic activity is always connected with some sort of drug use, some sort of sorcery, some sort of hallucinogen, something like that. Joe Rogan oftentimes talks about DMT and using DMT. And I want to tell you guys, this is the culture we are in. You are seeing a bunch of people getting into this, more and more and more. I think the drug culture of America is off the charts. I think that even the legal prescription drugs that people are having today are causing some of these experiences. Does it ever bother you that when you see these new drug commercials come out, they talk about the side effects? And I saw one the other day that says may cause hallucinations. And I'm like, what would you take that for something that just helps your psoriasis in your skin? Yeah, your skin cleared up, but you're tripping every day you take it. I mean, what is going on? Well, I think I know.
You're so hypnotizing. Could you be the devil? Could you be an angel? So you wanna play with magic?
And I think there's something to it. I think we're going into a day where there's this new age that they're talking about, new age religion. The Shambhala is coming. We're going to return to something. We're trying to get this secret knowledge. And I think we're going to see a unity around something like this. It's going to be wild. And I think you need to get right with God while there's still time. There are forces at work behind the scenes right now that are trying to detach people from reality. Why would they do that? I think I know. And I think we'll tell you soon in time. God bless you, friends. Subscribe to this channel. We'll see you soon.